The dangers of eating fufu. Yes, I'm not trying to scare farmers or consumers or those in the value chain of cassava. Don't forget that I'm your favorite farmer who has come to this YouTube, to this channel, to propagate the best way of cultivating those crops. And when I say cultivating those crops, we are talking about the value chain. And the value chain ends with the consumer. So there is this danger, of consuming the wrong fufu, consuming chemical-filled fufu. In this video, I am going to explain to you or teach you as a consumer, as a processor, as a farmer, some of the 5 or 7 chemicals farmers or processors use to process fufu. All of us know what is fufu. Fufu is one of the products of cassava, the fermented cassava. That is where we got the fufu, unlike the garri that is dry. So I want to use this opportunity to enlighten farmers, processors, and consumers the dangers of consuming chemical fufu. If you are a consumer of fufu, that is one we call akpo in Igbo land, you are a processor. You are in the value chain of cassava. Bring your chair close. Come close to this and watch this and listen carefully what people do while processing fufu. And also, at the end, I will still proffer some solution to this. Please, this is my channel, Mwanguma Felix. I want to beg you, if you are here at this moment and you have not subscribed to my channel, please call it a point of duty to click on the button, subscribe, and also try your best to make your comment at the end of watching this video, and also like my video. I'll be very glad that you did that. The essence also is to locate other farmers and other consumers who need to hear this about the chemical people use in processing fufu. As I said earlier, I am not trying to scare people away from eating fufu. There are also good fufu in the market. I am going to explain some of them. I will also show you some of the fufu picture, especially the ones that are good. Now, I said there are 7 or about 5 chemicals processors used in softening fufu. You know, normally the local varieties or normal cassava that we use to process fufu, when soaked, stay about 4 to 5 days, sometimes a week before rotting. That is before melting, before the farmer can process it or sieve it into fufu. Now, what the processors, some of them do, not all of them actually, not all of them. What some of them do is, first of all, one of them, they put some chemicals. The first chemical they put is bleach. You know, your normal bleach, jig, the type of they used to wash your white cloth when stained. Yes, they put this inside the bowl that they have that for the fermentation of the fufu. Yes, they peel their cassava and soak the cassava and then pour some amount of jig. You won't believe that they do this. Yes, I am telling you this because I have seen them doing it. So I will still tell you the reason why they do it. One, the first reason they pour bleach inside fufu is to make the fufu white. Can you imagine that? And quicken the softness of the cassava to turn to fufu. So they believe that the bleach will make the fufu white. For those of you that prefer to eat clean fufu, yes, call it Santana, and it will be so white. So I'm telling you today that some of those fufu are not actually good for your consumption. Yes, another chemical they also use is potash, or they even use alum too. Yes, you know what alum does? Cleansing. Good. And some of them, the reason why they use alum is for you to come back again. You know that when you use alum to cook your beans, those of them that use alum to cook beans in the market, those food vendors, they use alum to cook beans so that you will eat and come back to come and eat again. But mind you, those chemicals are not good in your body. Another one they use is potash. The inorganic potash, not even the one you can produce in your house. You know that there are two types of potash, inorganic potash and organic potash. Yes, you have the one you can produce in your house using your palm head. Yes, that one you burn it and get your potash. But this one, they buy potash from the market and they use it to soften their fufu or their cassava to allow it to melt in time. And there are dangers to all these things. The worst part of it is that another chemical also they use. I think that I have mentioned about four chemicals. The fifth one now they also use is detergent. People call clean, Omo, Mama, Big Mama, all those detergents, the powder detergent. You won't believe that some processors also use them to quicken the softness of fufu so that it will rot in time and for them to make quick money. Another one also is that they use kerosene. You won't believe it. Some of the processors also use kerosene to quicken the the rotting of the cassava so that they can easily go to market. You know, some of the markets are 4 market days, especially in the Igbo land, or even most Nigerian countries, they have 4 market days, 8 market days, and so they want to do it double. So they want to be fast about it. So they use kerosene also to quicken the rotting of the cassava to turn to fufu. Mind you, there are dangers to this. There are health risks to this. So people are just trying to make money, forgetting the health of their consumers. They are forgetting the health of their consumers in the process of making more money. Some of the ideas, some of their notion is that they have actually noticed it, and it's a fact that when they pour those chemicals like detergent, bleach, potash in their cassava, the quantity of chaff, yes, quantity of chaff remaining are always small, and there is also rising, yes, in the quantity of the fufu they get. They focus on getting profit, forgetting the health of their consumers. Can you imagine what human being can do? Also, they believe that, I have said that earlier also, when they pour bleach inside the cassava, it will help to whiten the color of the fufu. Again, they also put potash. Reason for putting potash is to, as for the fufu to stay longer after being processed. That is the long lasting of fufu. Sometimes you will buy fufu from the market, you will keep it in your house. 1 week will pass, 2 weeks will pass. The fufu will still be normal, even without being in the fridge. Can you imagine that? Then again, they do all those things just to make money. But I have said it, there are dangers to that. Have you ever wondered why the number of people suffering from kidney diseases are rising, liver diseases are rising, even heart failures? All those things are together combined to worry people, take people to hospital. So I have said it, I am not discouraging people from eating fufu, but you must have to open your eyes. There are also way forward. Yes, we have a way forward. For the processors, for you to make your profit while maintaining healthy environment, healthy people around you, we advise you to contact farmers. There are big farmers that cultivate cassava, improved cassava from the National Root Crop Research Institute, Umudike. Yes, we have some varieties, notably for fufu processing, that are very excellent when it comes to fufu processing. We have one known as Dixon. Yes, Dixon is very excellent when it comes to fufu processing. It decays fast, it rots fast. Within 2 to 3 days, your cassava 0581 or 0581 is not also known as Dixon has already softened. Even TME 419 also is also fast in doing that. And then Game Changer also has the ability of rotting in time. But Dixon has the ability of swelling. So you are also sure of getting maximizing your yield from fufu. You know, when you use local varieties, most of the times the cassava does not rot completely. So that is why they venture into all those uh, quick practices to make more money. So I advise you to please contact an expert, contact anybody, most of those farmers that cultivate our improved varieties of cassava that are excellent in fufu. Contact people like us. That is why we are here as your agricultural extension agent who is out here to service you in times of greater yield and better consumption. You cannot produce heavily, eat and die. No, we don't support that. Is why I am circulating this information to you, the farmers, the value chain people that are there consuming cassava and selling cassava, so that you will know the best thing to do to avoid consuming the wrong food. Also, we call on NAFDAC to please go to the market, go to the village market, even the market in the township, to confirm some of those fufu. I have told us a little things that we need to know about those fufu. One is that if your fufu is too white, it's not a good fufu. If the fufu is too white, it's not a good fufu. Normal fufu should be a little bit creamy. Yes, not too white, not too dull. When you also have a darkened fufu, that is dull, too over dull color fufu, that means the fufu is not also a good fufu. It was actually processed using potash, that's the dark potash. So we call on you to please be active, shine your eyes, make sure you open your eyes when purchasing fufu the next time. You'll be wondering, most of the times you go to a restaurant to eat fufu. After eating fufu, you'll be having stomach upset. You'll be thinking that it is the soup. It's not the soup, it's the fufu you have consumed. So please, henceforth, try your best to consume the right fufu. That is why I am here to create awareness, to make you understand what you really need to do to get the right fufu. Fufu must be consumed. Yes, I have told us that we are here for food security. We can't be scaring you away from eating fufu. So you still have the correct fufu to eat. You should know your vendor, and when you go to market to buy your fufu next time, make sure you know whom you are purchasing your fufu from, so that when next you come, you'll be able to explain, to know actually whether you bought the right fufu. Today, you have known that there are chemical fufu in the market. That is chemical filled fufu. And there are also free fufu, that is natural fufu in the market also. So also, I believe that you have understood what I mean. In the next video also, I will try my best to show you some videos of those fufu, the good one and the bad one. I will take you to the market so that we will do that. All of us will be there to know what we are talking about when it comes to chemical feed fufu and natural fufu. If you are still here at this point, please, and you have not subscribed, I call on you to please try your best to subscribe to my channel, Wangoma Felix. The subscription you are making, also try to click on the button notification so that whenever I get a video like this, I upload them, you will be notified and be able to watch and be informed. The essence is to keep you informed about innovations, both consumption and production. We are talking about value chain. Value chain. That is what we do in the National Roots Crop Research Institute, Umudike. So try your best to connect with us. We'll teach you more. Don't forget to ask your question. Don't forget to ask your question when you watch. And make sure, please, you like our videos and comment on them. I want to ask you a question. The fufu you ate this morning, or the one you are going to eat in the afternoon, who processed it? Let me know in the comment section. What is the color of the fufu you ate this morning? What is the color of the fufu you are going to eat, that you have in your table you're about to eat? The fact remains that most people in Nigeria and beyond Nigeria are consuming fufu. That is why I'm making this video, for you to understand what is involved in fufu. So make sure you watch the video to the end so that you will be able to understand what I'm talking about. I have been able to explain that, and I will still bring more videos to show you more things about chemical fufu. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Bye-bye.